After a long, rough night, the last thing you need is an even rougher morning. But Super America can give you a head start. Whether your choice of fuel is Super America's 93 octane with Injector Guard Plus, freshly brewed 100% gourmet blend coffee, or a freshly baked Supermom's muffin, you'll make it to the finish line in record time. Super America, when it comes to giving you a super start, we never stop.
You're watching continuing Storm Team coverage on Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS 11.
All right, I'm sure you're wondering if your kids are going to be in school tomorrow. We're wondering the same thing. We won't get word until about 7 o'clock in another 35 minutes or so, I believe. Let's go live now to Stephanie Collins, who's at the Van Hoos Educational Center, where they're making that decision right now. Stephanie, any word leaking out yet?
No, not yet, Gene. We're expecting the folks who will make that decision to be here any minute. They're to have a meeting here at the Van Hoos Education Center, and we're told that we should have a decision by 7 o'clock tonight. So anyone who attends Jefferson County schools, or for parents wondering whether or not they need to get their kids off to school in the morning, will have that decision, we're told, by around 7 o'clock. Now, there are other closings, and we've been putting those on the air, including businesses, so folks just need to keep an ear and an eye open to see whether or not their kids will be in school tomorrow. But again, we hope to have that decision by around 7 o'clock tonight.
Okay, and even if we don't have it at 7 o'clock, Stephanie, we are going to stay on the air until we do have it, so that we won't leave you until you know whether or not we'll have school in Jefferson County tomorrow.
Now we want to get the latest from Sky 11 and Julie Koenig, who's been hovering around the area. Where are you now, Julie?
Doug, right now we are on Highway 61 heading south toward Shepherdsville. There are a couple of portions of this highway that are underwater. We've been watching something unfold down here. We're not exactly sure what's going on. We noticed a fire truck down there and some guys putting a boat into the water. And we also noticed that there is a house, a red brick house, that is to the west of Highway 61. A couple of vehicles parked outside. The lights are on. We've seen some activity, some people down there, and it looks as though the water that has swollen in like this little ravine has actually come up under part of the house, as though it's either lapping at the foundation or beginning to go into their basement. We don't know if someone down there has a health condition or if they're just evacuating a family and the family doesn't have a clear path to get out. But this is, again, Highway 61 as you're heading south toward Bullitt County, into Bullitt County, actually. We're just north of Shepherdsville, and you can't get through. There is a patch right here that is underwater, and further to the south, probably about 3/4 of a mile away. As we circle around here, perhaps it'll eventually come into view. It's even more underwater. I-65 is looking much better. It is down to one lane in one section that had been covered by water earlier today. There are police officers there to help you get through. There are some barricades put up so that you don't go into water. But once again, if you need to travel north or south through Bullitt County, I would advise doing it before the sun goes down, because when it's dark, you might have a difficult time seeing the sections of the roadway that they have blocked off. I-65, one lane, both directions, just north of Shepherdsville. Highway 61, however, closed completely in this little half-mile section. Perhaps some sort of rescue going on as we watch from above. Doug?
Julie Koenig live on 61 there. That's Preston Highway as you go down into Bullitt County. Coming up, we want to show you more, again, our Storm Team Care Team graphic that tells you the phone number on it, 582-7729. They are standing by live in the Crusade for Children studio, fittingly enough, to answer your calls for donations as we team up partnership with the American Red Cross to get some cash and buy things for these people who really need it.
All right, and again, here are pictures from earlier today. You can see these people are being evacuated, little baby in the arms of a firefighter from a mobile home park today. As the waters rise in Kentuckiana, we'll be back with our Flood 97 coverage in just a moment.
Kentuckiana's most trusted source for weather, meteorologist Ken Schultz, Beth Andrews, Green Gayton, and Chris Phillips. The WHAS 11 Storm Team.
A ViewerNet report this evening. A live ViewerNet report from Stewart Middle School. Winds there north to northwest, generally about 5, 7, 8 miles an hour. Temperature reading there is 45 degrees. Been holding steady out around the Stewart Middle School area there in the middle 40s for the past hour or two. It has been a cloudy day all around Kentuckiana. Let's take a look at our pilot's eye view of the weather will pull back a little bit. You see the cloud cover extends all the way up to northern Indiana, down through Tennessee, out to the west beyond Missouri. And that situation will continue throughout the nighttime hours tonight on into tomorrow. Now then, what is going to be happening? Well, we'll have the cloud cover with us, but the cloud cover will hold the temperature down some, that's for sure. High today was 66. That was before the cold front went through. Coldest temperature today so far, 41 degrees. Storm total just under a foot of water. The total yesterday was 10.5 inches. Now then, the rest of the weather story finds an area of low pressure that concerns us. It's down over Louisiana now. We'll be tracking to the northeast, tracking over the Tennessee Valley, right along the cold front that moved through here in the wee hours this morning. And as you would expect, this area of low pressure will be pulling more moisture in here. Therefore, we are watching for the redevelopment of rain in Kentuckiana. Right now, I don't believe we will have any rain in the Louisville area here before midnight. But let's go to NextRad Doppler radar and see where it is raining. So far, the rains that have spread into Kentucky have managed to stay over in the eastern part of the state, generally to the southeast of Lexington. London is getting rain. Here in Louisville, we are dry. Late tonight, during the overnight hours, that's the time where I would expect more rain. Now, as the low continues to pull away to the northeast tomorrow, the rains will diminish and end, but the clouds will continue. Now, here's the storm team forecast. For tonight, it's going to be cloudy. There is a flash flood watch in effect for the viewing area. 39 degrees, the overnight low. Tomorrow, with the clouds around, the rain will end and we'll see a high of 50 degrees. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, down to 40. Now, what's in store for the rest of the week? Big concerns there, particularly with rivers trying to crest later on in the week. Right now, it would appear the next chance for any rain would be late in the week, around Friday. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be moving things in and out of the house, and they're going to need some fairly warm temperatures. These aren't going to be the greatest, but at least we're not going to be freezing either.
Better than snow flurries. You know, Reed, a little while ago you brought up a good point that tomorrow, maybe around the 3rd, there should be some Social Security checks in the mail, and we've got the U.S. Postmaster with us live on the phone right now.
He is Bob Lockett, and hello. Bob,
yes.
Are you there?
Hi.
What should people do who are perhaps going to be expecting Social Security checks or whatever to come on tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday? If you have problems delivering the mail, where can they get those checks?
Okay, if we can't get through and deliver the mail to a mailbox, we'll have it at the local post office. If they're out of Okolona, we'll have it at the Okolona post office. They can call there at 966-8049 after 8:30. Or if it's Fairdale, they would have to call that post office. I don't have
What's
that
your
phone.
best guess here, Bob, on how many homes, mail routes are impacted in that area? And I imagine you're going to get overwhelmed with questions regarding this very issue.
Right. We had approximately 4 to 5 routes not delivered on Saturday in the Iroquois and the Okolona area, and some areas out in Pleasure Ridge. I checked it out today. If we can get through tomorrow and there's a mailbox up, we will make attempted delivery.
All right.
Wherever possible. And if they don't get mail or they're not at home, call their local post office approximately at 8:30 in the morning, and we can hand out the mail at the post offices if they're not in their homes.
All right. Thank you very much. Our Postmaster, Robert Lockhead, talking about the mail delivery. So if it doesn't come to your mailbox tomorrow, if they can't get to you, then call your nearest post office station and see if it's there. You may have to go by there and pick it up.
Should be waiting for you there. Sports coming up next as we continue here with our Flood 97 coverage right up to 7 o'clock. About that time, we're expecting word from Jefferson County Public Schools. We're going to stay right here with you until we can bring you the affirmative answer from them coming up.
This week, Kroger's having a 2-for-1 sale. Stock up on Doritos tortilla chips. 2 for $2.19. 8-count cans of Kroger cinnamon rolls. 2 for $1.39. 6.8-ounce packages of frozen crisp and tasty Geno's pizza. 2 for $1.19. Plus, this week, choice T-bone steaks are only $3.97 a pound. And a 16-ounce package of red ripe strawberries is just $1.98.
As we age, we change. Our hearing, eyesight, and if you wear dentures, you should know that your mouth changes too. Even if your dentures feel okay, you should have them checked regularly to avoid problems that could seriously affect your health and appearance. We'll check your dentures, and if you need replacements, we make affordable dentures. Our economy set's just $195. Call 1-800-DENTURE for information. New dentures at affordable prices.